Hello, my YouTube friends. How are you? I already know you're doing well because you're only consuming good vibrations and positive energy. Before I get started, go ahead and hit that like button. You guys, I realize that I have not said my name or introduced myself at all. How rude of me. I am a Southern gentleman. I'm sorry. My name is Muwan. Nice to meet you. Hopefully you'll stick around. Comment, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you can be notified anytime I come out with new content. I wanted to come up here today and give you all a quick life update. As you can see, the background has changed. I have moved. I moved from North Carolina to Ocala, Florida, and I'm not ashamed to say that I wanted to take a little vacation from paying bills and adulting for a little while. So I did decide to move here to Ocala, Florida with my sister in her beautiful townhome, just to chill out for a little while, catch up on some debt, student loan debt, all that sort of thing, and relax in this Florida weather. It's been an interesting move, very interesting. Ocala, Florida is a beautiful city in Florida. It's gorgeous. My sister lives in a very wealthy area. You could literally go down the street and buy a Range Rover, a Porsche, a Jaguar, any luxury car you want. There's a Publix across the street. There's this huge retirement center down the street. So Ocala's beautiful. It's just racist. Ocala is racist as fuck. Out of my 32 years being here on this earth, I haven't run into any blatant racist situations until I moved here. I've had 3 so far, and I've only been here a month. It's absolutely crazy. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all about these racist situations, and y'all let me know if it's racism. So the first situation, it was at a park. I love going to the park. I love going to the park, soaking in the sun, going for long walks, you know, doing all the things, taking pictures. And at this particular time, I was taking pictures. I was in this little walkway, and it had these African-American sculptures. And I was pumped. I was ready to take pictures. So as I'm taking pictures, there's this couple walking towards me. And the lady goes, "Oh, we'll be out of your picture in a minute, but we'll be back in 20 minutes. So go ahead and wrap this up." Wrap this up? I took it as a joke. Ha ha ha. Funny, funny, funny. You know, I guess it wasn't that racist. I guess it wasn't that big of a deal, but don't tell me to wrap anything up. Don't do that. It just seemed a little passive aggressive, you know? And maybe she was just trying to make conversation or whatever, but that's not how you make conversation. Don't tell me to wrap anything up, lady. So that was minor, right? Minor. Tell me if y'all think that first situation was racist or not. Am I tripping? The next situation, there was this gentleman, it was an older gentleman who decided to take me out on a date. And I'm new here, so I'm Googling places, looking at all the reviews and everything, so I chose a spot. And I met him there. We're outside talking for a little while, and then we end up walking towards the bar. It was around 9 o'clock that we showed up at the bar, and we got met at the door, and I saw him walking towards us as we were trying to walk in. And he just stands there in front of the walkway, so we can't get by. So I'm like, "Hey." He's like, "How can I help you?" I wanted to come into the bar. And he's like, "Oh, we're closed." So I'm looking around. I see all the people in the bar laughing and giggling. And I wanted him to see me look at all the people in the bar, just drinking, having a grand old time. Of course, they were all white, which is fine. I have white friends. I enjoy the company of white people, good white people. Why can't I come in? So he was like, "Yeah, I see all those people in there, but we're closed. You can leave now." What? Never in my life have I been talked to like that. You can leave now. I know that's minor, but I can't come into a bar. What do y'all think? Do you think it was racist? I was godsmacked. In disbelief even. You can leave now. I left a nasty little Yelp review. I did. It's crazy. The third situation. Now this one was blatant. There's no question whether this one was racist or not. So, I'm at the park again, taking pictures. Beautiful park. Ocala has beautiful parks. It's Florida. Gorgeous outside. Birds are chirping. Children playing outside. Families and stuff. So I'm taking pictures, and there's this family. It was a lady and like 3 or 4 kids. So I'm adjusting my camera, got my ring light out and everything, and I'm ready to take a picture, and I hear a little boy screaming something. I don't care what he's saying because it's none of my business. But I heard his brother say, "That's racist." And I'm like, what are they talking about? So I tune in. So one of the other little brothers was saying, "That's a black man, it's a black man, it's a black man." So I was like, first off, why are we announcing this? Second off, I mean, I guess I couldn't be offended because I am a black man, and it wasn't like he was calling me the N-word or anything. But it was just bizarre, you know? And his mother was just walking along, just smiling. He's saying there's a black man. Now that was racist. I don't care. I'm not going to ask y'all if y'all think that was racist or not, because it fucking was. It was. I had a scare with the moving company, in which I'll get into. Ocala's been very interesting. Yeah, so let's dive right in. So the moving situation. I wanted to reach out to a company that was actually going to come into my home, pack my things, pack them up, and then relocate them here to Florida. If you've ever moved from state to state, you already know that it's extremely expensive, especially if you are getting someone to pack your things and move them and do all the things. Heads up, I'll probably never do this again because there are a lot of parts of this process that I have not been in control of, and I like to be in control of every situation in my life. I'm open and willing to accept that. So I reached out to this company. I'm not going to say their name because after all of this is said and done, I will be doing some reviews and possibly ranting a little bit online about them. But I want to make sure they give me my stuff first, you know? So anyways, I reached out to them. I called several companies to get pricing and everything. The pricing was decent. How they laid it out was it was $500 initially, $700 when they pick my things up, and then $700 when they drop it off. I'm like, cool, we can do that. So I say a month ahead of time, I went ahead and gave them the $500. The initial payment. And then, you know, time came along, and first off, this company was horrible with communication. Absolutely horrible. I had to call them all the time. They never called me with updates or anything like that. So the day came that they needed to pick up my things, and I got no communication. So I called. I was like, hey, you know, when are you guys coming, etc. So they gave me a window between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. on that day. So I'm excited, you know, cleaning up my apartment, you know, new beginnings, let's go, new life change, etc., etc. 9 o'clock came, 10 o'clock came, 11 o'clock came, 12 o'clock came, no movers. So I'm calling, hey, what's going on? You know, it's 12 o'clock, no one's here to pick up my things. And they go, well, we ran into some issues, so you know, we're not able to come pick up your things right now, but we'll call you when we can. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, communication is key. Thank you so much for letting me know. I understand things happen, especially in the logistics business. But 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock comes, and I am panicking. And in between that time, I'm calling them. Oh my gosh, hey, where are you? No one's answering the phones. I'm leaving voice messages, sending emails. At this point, I feel like they scammed me. They took my $500, and there's nothing I can do about it. Not gonna lie, I ended up crying because I didn't get any communication, you know? I'm calling my family like, oh my gosh, I gotta get out of my apartment. What is happening? What am I gonna do? I was panicking. I thought I lost it. I thought I lost the money. I had to be moved out the second day, so I'm calling different companies. No one could come out the next day, etc., etc. Guess what time these people showed up at my home to pick up my things? Go in the comments right now, just guess. 6 o'clock. They didn't get to my place until 6 o'clock p.m. Mind you, they told me 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. was the window. Why are you guys here at 6 o'clock p.m.? They finally got there. I'm excited. Yeah, let's get this on the road. Let's move the things. They moved my stuff out pretty quickly. There were a lot of items that they said I couldn't take for some silly reason, like my pictures, my TV, all those sort of things. And it might be because they weren't in boxes or whatever. So I understand that. I didn't want them to, mess up anything. So I obliged. So they pick up my thing, and the rule that they had pretty much was that they'll pick up my things, put it in storage, and then they'll call me, or I can call them when I'm ready for them to drop them off, but they'll put it in storage temporarily. So I'm okay, that works, no rush on the things, because I brought a lot of clothes with me, etc., etc. So I was good. So I'll say about a week or two goes by. I wanted to get settled here in my sister's home before I called them. So it was a week later or so. And I called them, hey guys, I'm ready for you to drop my things off. They're like, okay, cool. Well, it's gonna be $1,800 for you to finish up the payment. $1,800? No, ma'am. You said $700 at drop off. How did it get to $1,800? We're going back and forth. Oh, there are these type of fees. There are this type of fees. There are that type of fees. Right now, you're playing with me, woman. You're playing with me. If this was notified to me at the beginning of this ordeal, I would have prepared to pay you $1,800. I'm not prepared to pay you $1,800, so I'm not paying $1,800. So we're going back and forth. It's a lot. I asked to call the manager. I'm talking to the manager. We come to a consensus that I would pay $1,000. That's still a lot compared to $700, but I was like, at this point, just drop my stuff off, okay? So they're not dropping my stuff off. They're still trying to charge me $1,800. I let it get to me. I really did, because like I said, I like to be in control of every situation in my life, and I wasn't in control because they had my things. They can hassle me as much as they want because, like I said, they have all my things and they're in control. So I got to the point where I said, hey, I have a baby book in there with all my baby pictures in there. Y'all can have everything else. Yes, I did tell them that. I told them, y'all just keep everything. I'll just take my baby book. So she's like, well, we're not able to go in the boxes and you're not able to come out here to the warehouse. Several calls later, I finally talked to the owner of the company because, listen, I'm going to get what I need done. So I ended up talking to the owner. The owner dropped it down to $1,000 like they were supposed to do in the first place. Long story short, I still don't have my things. This has been the worst company ever dealt with. Apparently they're dropping it off next week. I'll keep you all posted on that. But that was the worst ordeal that I've ever had to deal with. And I've moved like 3 times in my life, and this has been by far the most trying experience. But yeah, just pretend none of that happened, okay? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm moving on with my life and focusing on more positive things. But I thought I'd give y'all an update so y'all know kind of what's going on. In good news, I did run into an amazing influencer by the name of Robbie Rants. Y'all make sure you follow him on all their social media platforms. Him and I are aligned on the same mental health awareness journey. He's an amazing speaker and he's very positive. He actually reached out to me and we've cultivated a pretty good relationship, and I look forward to the things that we're going to accomplish in the future. He's amazing. I'll put one of his videos in the end screen, so make sure you tune in to the very end of this video so you can follow Robbie Rants. He's amazing. You'll love him. If you love me, you'll love him. But that's the life update. I'm ready for this reset on my life. This little vacation is the best idea that I've ever had. I hope you went ahead and subscribed. Go ahead and like this video if you haven't already. Keep your mind positive. Don't let little racist situations or anything put you down. Keep going, keep pushing, because you are amazing. You are phenomenal. You are a great creator. And whatever you want to do in life that's going to put money in your pocket, make your family wealthy, it's going to happen, especially if you have the mindset to keep going. I love you so much. Let's work on spreading love and peace, because there's not enough of that out there. I'll see you on the next video.